Hey guys, how's it going? So today I want to talk to you guys about just being aware. Just being aware. I think awareness is a very important thing. At least for me, it was one of the big turning points. I had a lot of turning points. I had a lot of moments in where I just like things just clicked together. I was like, okay, all right, like I do need to change that. And when awareness really hit home for me, it was after going to New Hampshire. I spent a good amount of time out in nature, and it was just beautiful. Just sat there and just took in the sights. I was barely on my phone. I wasn't, I wasn't playing any music or anything like that. I was just walking around with my friend Jerry. We went there for about 2 days, and literally we just either sat there, we ran, we jumped on the rocks, and we just looked. We climbed the mountain, and it was so peaceful. The air was so clean. I mean, man, nature is so therapeutic, which is why I always recommend going back to nature, like back home. I tell you guys all the time that nature is the first place that I ever felt at home. So when I was in New Hampshire, man, I felt so good. The air smelled so clean, so fresh. It was so quiet, so relaxing. When I came back, my mind was in slow motion. My mind wasn't running around in circles like it used to. I was able to make better decisions. I was able to actually know how I feel rather than trying to make excuses and ignoring how I feel. A powerful moment that happened too was that on my way, once I got back, on my way to work, and I was talking to Jerry, and I told him, I really don't want to work here. And I was trying to find reasons as to why I wanted to stay at that job, but I knew within that I didn't want to be there. Like, that job was so stressful, I did not want to be there. Like, I knew that. And I just kept on playing it in my mind, and I was thinking, why am I making all these excuses? But that's how I felt. We so many times we ignore how we feel because we're not being aware, and we're not being aware because our mind is not our own. Like, our mind is doing its own thing. We have all these voices, all these thoughts, all these beliefs that are controlling the way we want to live, so that our true selves takes a backseat. And then the next moment of awareness, really, like, this is the big moment here. It was, as I spent more time in nature, I got rid of things. Like, I stopped watching TV, I stopped playing video games, sold my PS4 in fact. Definitely stopped watching porn, which I had already slowed down, but I put a stop to it. I stopped being on social media as much, and I also stopped hanging around certain people, because now I got used to being in a certain vibe, being in a certain environment, being in a calming environment, a loving environment, surrounded by life, surrounded by love. That's what I was craving. And ultimately, now thinking about it, nature made me crave those things, and ever since then, it's been leading me towards that, because my intuition is now back and I can follow that to what I want. So now when I'm in a situation that doesn't serve me, I know right away, and then I can make the proper adjustments. I can make the right decisions to get out of there. But the big moment really was too, because I had also, weed stopped having the same effect on me, because I used to smoke weed and it felt nice, it'd be relaxing. And I'd enjoy myself, and I had nothing against weed. Like, weed always kind of gave me like a glimpse of what I could be, because I was always so relaxed, so creative, and I was just happy when I smoked. Even when I smoked in nature, I finally like heard the music in nature, which was beautiful, and that was thanks to weed. So weed helped. But then as I got more in tune with nature, as I spent more time out there, as I spent more time with myself, started meditating, I was becoming more aware of my actions. I was becoming more aware of my thoughts. I was becoming more in control, I would say. I was like, because then I would actually say how I feel. I would actually start doing what I wanted to do. You know, I was able to give up addictions, things that were holding me back. And then one day, I think it was the last bit of weed that I had left. Cause I think I said that after this one I was done. But then I smoked the last bit of weed. And then after that, I knew that I was done for good. Just because I lost my awareness. And I thought to myself, why would I put myself in a place to where I'm not being me fully? Why would I put myself in a place where my mind is handicapped? Like, it's, you know, I don't need it for a medical reason. You know, yes, I was using it to like kind of run away from my life, run away from the stress. But now that I was aware, I can make the right decisions to not only improve my life, but to get out of stress, to be happier. So I didn't need the weed anymore. So at that point, all the weed was doing to me was being a handicap, because it would make me eat a lot more junk food. It would make me tired, you know? So at that moment, I was just like, why would I do this? I had already also given up alcohol, given up coffee, and definitely been eating a lot less junk food. So, but that moment right there when I realized like how weed just changed my mindset, how different I felt. I almost felt also that I just didn't have as much control. Like, you know, I just wasn't me when I was smoking anymore, because I had found myself. So awareness is key. Consciousness is key. Doing things consciously. Don't just like, we do things based on our emotions. We do things based on our beliefs. We do things, like sometimes we do things we have no idea why. But we can actually do things consciously. We can actually do things and actually pay attention. Eating, conscious eating, conscious listening, conscious learning. Because a lot of these things we do unconsciously. And if we can start doing them consciously, we can really get to start knowing ourselves. We will get in tune with our intuition. We will know how we feel. We won't question ourselves as much. We won't be looking for answers elsewhere. We will just know because we are conscious. So that's what I want to talk about today. If you like this video, hit me up in the comment section below. Just, you know, like that button, subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, live life, guys. Just live. That's what we're here for. We're here to live. We're here to be happy. You know, be yourself. Be who you are. Just, you know, don't worry about it. Just be who you are. Be weird, and spread the love. Hug people. Love people. Live life like. Live life like there's no tomorrow, because tomorrow you might not be here. So life is beautiful, man. Life is freaking beautiful, and I love it. I would be a little bit louder, but it's kind of late. I'm not trying to wake nobody up. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I love you. Keep breathing that good air and get out in nature.